We will be reviewing how to request a letter of recommendation after you have spoken with your teacher or counselor who has agreed to writing a letter in support of your college application. In order to request and complete the required documentation for a counselor letter of recommendation, you will scroll to the bottom of your Naviance homepage to see your counselor pages. You will go to your counselor page and follow the directions that counselor has listed. Some counselors will have you complete a form. Others will ask you to complete some specific interview questions and email them those responses. Please be sure to check the requirements of your college to see if a counselor letter of recommendation is required. In order to place your Naviance student letter of recommendation request with a teacher, you will go back to your colleges I'm applying to list. You can do this on the homepage or under colleges I'm applying to. It is very important that you have matched your common application before doing this. If you are applying coalition or direct to institution, you do not need to match your application. Matching is only for Common App schools. Please ensure that you do not have any question marks in any of the computer screens that represent your submission type so that your documents can be sent successfully. Scroll to the bottom of the screen where you will see letters of recommendation. By clicking this link, you will be directed to the page where you can place a request directly to a teacher. All college recommendation letter requests must go through Naviance student. This is a Prince William County guideline. Teachers and counselors are not able to send letters directly in your Common App or Coalition. All letter of recommendation requests must go through Naviance student for Prince William County employees. The student will add a request by indicating which teacher and then the student is able to choose, I would like this teacher to send this letter to all of the colleges listed in my application list. Please note that one teacher can send their letter to multiple institutions. It is not needed to have a different educator writing a letter for each school unless that school indicates a specific subject matter that is required for your letter. Otherwise, consider those educators that you have had the most interaction with and can write about their experience with you in the environment that you have worked together, whether it was in class or on a team or in a club. If you would like this educator to only send their letter to a specific school, you can do so by indicating and checking which schools. It is important to note how many letters each institution will allow. This will help you with your letter request planning so that you do not over-request letters to multiple educators when there will not be enough spots. You are able to write about your qualities and specific traits in this box. Also, consider writing the recommender a thank you message. Please follow up with your educator or coach to see what materials they might need. We highly encourage recommenders to write about you and the experience they've had with you, not a repetition of your resume. Your resume is already included in your application. The letter of recommendation should be an opportunity for someone to expand on your character and your future goals. Please be mindful not to over-request teachers if you only have 3 spots or 2 spots allowed for an institution. Some require letters and some do not. It is always encouraged that you check the college's website under admissions to see what requirements are listed. Some institutions, such as UVA, require a counselor letter, and some institutions will not take any letters of recommendations, such as Virginia Tech. You will click Submit, and in doing so, the request will go to the teacher's queue in their Naviance staff account. You will be able to check the status of your letter of recommendation here. It is important to check this status as you get closer to your deadline, and it is absolutely okay to send a kind inquiry to your educator to see where they are with your letter. Counselor letters of recommendations are submitted with the transcript package when you request your transcript. Please be sure to give counselors and teachers at least 2 full weeks of school to write a letter. This will provide them with ample time to write you a strong letter and not be rushed, especially around specific deadlines when there might be a large influx of requests. Today we reviewed how to request a letter of recommendation in Naviance Student for counselors and educators.